Thanks, Kelsey and Hannah. Even though Iowa football might be on a break this weekend, their recent performances have been keeping the action going in the top 25 polls.
That's right. Iowa's now ranked number 10 in the AP Top 25 polls, making them one of 3 Big Ten teams within the top 10 of the poll.
Hawkeye football has surprised everyone this season and will hopefully continue that trend this upcoming weekend against Maryland.
But for today, we have updates on other fall athletics. The Iowa women's volleyball team has had a couple tough games lately.
Yeah, they have. They have taken 10 consecutive losses in Big Ten conference play, including this past weekend against Minnesota.
But reporter Hannah Thompson tells us why this team isn't giving up just yet.
Iowa volleyball took to the court this weekend, taking on yet another ranked opponent, Minnesota. The Hawkeyes started slow, giving up a lot of dropped balls and hits to the Gophers. The first and second set went to Minnesota 17-25 and 15-25. Filling out the other team early in the game is usually part of Iowa's strategy, but sometimes can make it hard to come back.
A lot of the times, we try and feel out teams, but especially in our league and the competition we play, you're not able to do that because they start getting, 9-point stretches, and at that point, it's a lot more difficult to catch up, especially when you're playing, ranked opponents.
Both teams were getting off a lot of hits and ended up playing aggressively, with the Hawks tying it up at 24-24 in the third. But even with the energy blast, Minnesota took the win and beat Iowa 25-27. When it came down to it with this matchup against Minnesota, both teams had to rely heavily on their blocks and their digs. But even more than that, it was all about who could find the best hole on the court and who could find that hole the fastest. With both teams playing well offensively, the defense really needed to be on their game to keep the ball in play. And even though being out of system is part of the game, there's a lot that goes into tightening up those holes and getting off a good pass.
We just need to do a better job on our side and capitalizing on what we're doing and just executing better and coming out with a lot more intensity and energy. And with that, I think, we'll be right in it from the very start.
Those open holes and lack of beginning energy contributed to the loss against Minnesota, and it marks one of the many that Iowa has fallen to in the past few weeks. But both Szymanski and the players know that even with these recent losses, they have to come hungry if they want to win.
The biggest thing is we just getting that sense back of how to really fight, how to be the Hawkeye volleyball team that's able to pull out tight victories, and that comes absolutely with passion and persistence first, and we know that our execution and performance will follow that.
Throughout the past couple of weeks, we've just been trying to find ourselves, trying to find, the team that beat Iowa State and the team that beat Texas A&M, and I think we just found it. I think that's what it came down to. And, we really needed this last set. And though we didn't get the result that we wanted, we found our identity again. And I know, for a fact that on Monday we're going to come out strong. And, so everyone in the league, better watch out because we're back.
From Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hannah Thompson, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The team will be taking on both Maryland and Rutgers this coming weekend as their schedule winds down, along with many other fall sports.
The Iowa women's golf team finished up a successful fall season in North Carolina. Sports reporter Katie Reber has the fall recap.
Iowa women's golf team concluded their fall season at the Pinehurst Golf Challenge. I caught up with a few of the Hawks at the Hoke Family Golf Complex to see how the fall went and what they're bringing to the course for the spring. This golf team was off to a strong start this fall season as they won the team title at the Diane Thomason Invitational, being their first team title since 2012 and being their first fall meet at Finkbine. This win set the pace for the season.
We started off with a win, which gave us a lot of momentum going into each of our tournaments.
And by winning the home tournament, so we all got very pumped up, and we were just working very hard for the next 3 tournaments.
This hard work paid off as the Hawks concluded this fall season with 8 individual top 10 finishes in 3 tournaments this season.
Just having 5 girls out there that we know can just pull out a low score. I think everyone shot under par or close, and just being able to have that score and continue to compete with really good teams.
3 Hawkeyes were named to the Big Ten Women's Golfers to Watch list for the 2015-16 season. Senior Amy Ime, junior Jessie Sindlinger, and sophomore Jessica Ip are 3 standouts of this crew. But as Jessie says, success starts as a team.
Just trusting each other and knowing that everyone can put up a good score and come through for us.
As the Hawks get ready for the spring season, it's all about individual preparation.
I feel like this season I've grown a lot hitting-wise, and then just a lot of putting and chipping around the greens will help improve our scores a lot.
Overall, these ladies were happy with the fall season and are excited to prepare for the spring.
It was overall kind of very successful season.
This has been Katie Reber, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
These ladies will open their spring season on February 21st at the Westbrook Spring Invite in Peoria, Arizona.
That'll do it here for us in sports, but be sure to keep up with us the rest of the week as we preview some winter sports and next weekend's football game.
Guys, back to you at the desk.